Welcome back to another fantastic episode of DHNN.
We're your hosts for this week. I'm Carlton.
And I'm Elijah Olivaria. On this episode, we'll be showing you highlights from the recent girls basketball playoff game versus Middleborough.
We even have an exclusive interview with a member of the Dartmouth High Theater Company to talk about lockdown,
Announcements, weather,
news, and much more.
DHNN starts right now.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Here are this week's announcements.
Parking passes available for $30. See the school website to purchase. Cafe Tuesday. Coffee for 50 cents and baked goods for 75 cents. For school staff only. Check your email. Clubs and activities sign up. Visit the DHS website to see all the wonderful offerings we have. Do Good with Chipotle. The Chipotle fundraiser for Dartmouth High School Class of 2023 after prom is Wednesday, March 11th, 4 to 8 p.m. 33% of the event sales get donated to the cause. MCAS testing and math MCAS retakes are March 14th and March 15th. March Madness. The After Prom Committee is excited to announce that every Monday in the month of March will be a chance to show your school spirit and help raise money to make the year's After Prom celebration amazing. March 13th is Character or Animal Day. March 20th is Sports or Sparkle Day. March 27th is Pajama Day. And please dress up Monday to see Miss Tully in the LMC.
Interesting information about St. Patrick's Day. It's always on March 17th. Did you know March 17th was actually the day St. Patrick died? After he died, he was forgotten, but he later on grew honored as a saint of Ireland. He used a 3-leaf shamrock to explain the Holy Trinity. Because of that, in the 18th century in Ireland, they started to wear shamrocks on March 17th to show their Irish Christian pride, which later on turned into the tradition to wearing green on St. Patrick's Day. One of the biggest traditions that happen on St. Patrick's Day are parades. This started in New York in 1762. If you want to learn more about St. Patrick's Day, there's a bunch of videos and articles online that you can look for. Bye!
On March 5th, our Dartmouth High Theater Company competed at Attleboro with their production of Lockdown.
We sat down with one of the cast members to discuss the event and what went on.
Let's see the interview.
Hello, I'm Ella Friedman and I'm this week's host. Today we have Mason Langlois, our new show's host called Backstage. Today Mason is going to be talking about the Dartmouth Theater's competition show called Lockdown. Hi Mason.
Hello.
I do have some questions for you about this the show that you guys competed with.
Go ahead.
So what is the show about?
So Lockdown is a show about these group of kids that are locked inside of their classroom in lockdown, hence the name of the show, and they don't know if it's a drill or not. And at some point during the show, the teacher runs out of the room, and they are left to figure out if it's real or not.
Oh wow, sounds very interesting. And how many cast members are there?
We have about 8 in our cast for everyone, playing everyone from a teacher to a 9th grade student, so yeah.
Oh, wow. And what made you guys choose to perform this exact?
So we wanted to really get the message out there and really have people, like face the reality of things that go on in schools today. And we thought, like a really intimate piece would be a good way to, kind of force people to stare at something they might just not think about on a day-to-day basis. So, we went, okay, we can do this show.
And it probably did take a while to rehearse this show. So what do your rehearsals usually look like?
So our rehearsals normally, we arrive at just before 12 on Sundays, and we go through the show. If we have any new blocking we have to learn, we do all that, and then we just kind of run it a few times, make sure we really have it, and just work on any character stuff that we need to.
Oh wow. And of course, as being part of this show, I have to ask you this question. Who is your favorite character from the show?
That's a tough one. I'd have to say my favorite character is probably Adam, just because his arc throughout the show as he slowly learns, and becomes more friendly to his peers really kind of resonates, and especially his final monologue that he has at the end of the show really sort of sells the whole theme and what's going on, and it's really powerful and really good.
Wow. Now, I am not very familiar with this. What are the competitions? How do they work out? What do they look like?
So for competition, we go to the host school, which this year is Attleboro High School, and we go to their school and we kind of sit down and we watch a bunch of other schools arrive too, and we all perform in front of each other and a few judges. And you perform your show and you watch all the other ones, and at the end of the night the judges will award people that they thought did a really good job in both the technical and acting side of things, and will pick the shows to move on throughout the 3 rounds.
Is this your first competition that you've been to, or has there been
So I went to competition last year for our production of Crafting a Killer, and it was really fun.
Well, thank you, Mason, so much for coming on to the show. I appreciate you coming on and answering my questions. And here are some highlights from the show Lockdown.
During all lunches March 17th, come buy your tickets for Dartmouth's Finest, $13 a piece. If you can't buy the tickets during lunch, it's okay. You can still buy them at the door before the show for $15. Coming soon to Dartmouth High School on March 17th at 7 p.m.
Here's your 7-day forecast.
Hi, I'm Holly Raposa with this week's weather from March 13th to March 19th. On Monday, it will be raining with a high of 43 and a low of 31. On Tuesday, it will also be raining with a high of 43 and a low of 30. For the rest of the week, on Wednesday, it will be raining with a high of 49 and a low of 29. On Thursday, it will be cloudy with a high of 42 and a low of 27. On Friday, it will be partly cloudy with a high of 43 and a low of 31. On Saturday, it will be partly cloudy with a high of 44 and a low of 32. And on Sunday, it will be raining with a high of 43 and a low of 32. Back to you in the studio.
Our girls basketball teams are off to a great start during playoffs with a huge win over Middleborough.
Here are some of the highlights.
Quarter, here's Ganji. And Cheesebro once again. Cheesebro on the drive from beyond the arc. Barber and Cheesebro takes it up, drives his way, up and in. To Ganji to Super. Now Cheesebro for the 3. Bang! They're mixed up and passes it to the sister. Now for the 2-pointer. Jump shot, no good. Passes it to Petty. And Petty on the jump shot, and it's good off the blast and in. Has all that aggressiveness in her.
That play really displayed all of aggressiveness.
And she's 1 for 2 at the line.
Nice pass from Zuber and Cheesebro.
And now
Back to Zuber.
No good. And now. And stolen away there by Barber. And it looks like a lot of contacts coming in. Here's Cheesebro crossover jump.
Correct there, man. That was Kalen Zuber.
Kalen Zuber, excuse me.
But great shot there from the corner. Seems like that'll do it here today. For final score, the Dartmouth Indians with 58. The Middleborough Sachems with 41. Indians take the W here today in this playoff game.
Do you like yummy snacks and cold beverages? There are a huge selection of chips. There are other snacks as well. You can get Dartmouth merch too, open during C period and close after their lunch.
Here is this week's lunch show.
Here is the breakfast menu for March 13th through the 17th. On Monday, there is confetti pancakes and bagel cream and cheese. On Tuesday, there is breakfast sandwiches and bagel and cream cheese. On Wednesday, there is mini waffle bites and bagel and cream cheese. On Thursday, there is mini maple pancakes and bagel and cream cheese. And finally, Friday, there is breakfast sandwiches and bagel, cream, and cheese, along with cereal variety for every day of the week. And for the lunch menu, there is bacon cheeseburgers with onion rings, sweet potato, waffle fries. On Tuesday, there is chicken bacon ranch sub with spicy spiral fries. On Wednesday, there is beef burrito with cheddar cheese, fiesta rice, and black bean and corn salad. On Thursday, there is General Tso's chicken, lo mein noodles with veggies and roasted broccoli. And on Friday, there are Wild Mike's cheese bites with St. Patrick's Day shamrock pretzels, cucumber, and tomato salad.
Did you know you can watch the Dartmouth School Committee meetings live? Go to YouTube and type in DHS TV Media in the search bar and click on the channel. After that, go to the live section, and not only are the meetings there are also other live events.
That's it for this week's episode of DHNN.
Tune in next week to see highlights from the TED Talks here at DHS.
We've been your hosts for this week.
I'm Elijah Olivaria.
I'm Carlton Park.
Thanks for watching.